Welcome to Lifestyles of the Strange and Exotic Nose Ring Haul. Even though I didn't get that today as I was shopping, I got it yesterday. So, feels funny though. It takes a while to get used to. But it's weird because it feels like it's always been there too, because I've always wanted one. So, let's see. There we are. You snuggle in a bunch of yarn that I'm working with. But anyway, nose ring story. My niece, as of this past week, gave herself like a side cut, and I'm like, oh, that's so badass, And I'm like totally respecting the whole balls to the wall thing. And then somehow I got talking about, things like that. It's like, oh, since you did that, does it mean I can get my nose piercing? And for some weird reason, when she asked, well, how come you don't? I couldn't come up with a legitimate reason. All the reasons that I had come up with in my head were stupid ones. The ones that the outside voices are telling you. And I'm like thinking, okay, you're a kid. You can do, you did this, and you can look back on it and say, yeah, I did that when I was a kid. Whether it's like, yeah, that was cool, or yeah, it was a learning experience. Either way, you got to look back and said, I did it. I didn't want to go. It's like, well, I really wanted one. I never got a chance to do that. I did not want to be that tight-ass old fart. So I'm like, screw that. I'm getting it. And the video either will be up or has been up. So I'm thinking that's going to be my Friday video. So by the time you see this, that video will be up. So it was worth the video in and of itself. So do not regret it. I'm still kind of getting used to, in a weird way, kind of makes me self-conscious, but it's like, screw you. If it gets too bad. I love that option. Of course, I'll get a smaller one anyways, because they give you the bigger one to kind of pierce with, because it's just easier to manipulate. And I already have my eye on the ones I want. Strangely enough, from Walmart, because I actually want to see them. And I think he said this was a 16. So, yay! And this is exactly the one I wanted, the horseshoe silver one. So we'll see what bling bling I can have. You can never have too much bling bling. So that story over. On to the haul, which I went for a specific reason. My grandfather wanted some sweatshirts. And so of course, I got stuff. It was 90-cent day, that's why I went today. So the first thing I picked up for 90 cents I had to try. And they're a pair of leggings that are like the pleather, but I like the fact that it's like just your standard legging material on the side. So that's kind of cool. And these are from Kierna Zibit, and these are size 8, which I could get, but there's spoingy. Is that the same other size here? I did have a pair of leggings like these before, but they kind of came apart like this type of stuff usually does. So for 90 cents, I figured, well, at least if I get a wearing it with them, I just have to look kind of badass. For my fat ass. So, that's cool. And you can never have too many leggings. Okay, the next thing I got two of. They had 2 of them. And these are like my favorite jeans, which is what I was wearing today. What are these? Are these the 8s? That's okay because, I don't know. But they're, the regular jeans with the spoiling. But I like the tight leg. And those are like my favorite pair of jeans. So I found these. And these are 10. Because I figured, well, I wasn't quite sure. It's a little bit of spoiling in them. And Levi's 501 cotton spandex. And they're actually a little short for my leg, which is okay. They're not quite the tight ones, but they're pretty much what I like. So we'll see if I can get my booty ass in here. And I got 2 pair. Since they had the 2 pair for 90 cents, I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get them. So especially when your butt expands along with the spandex. And those are my favorite pair of jeans, so I'm hoping these will be like those. These are the two things that I got my grandfather. And for some weird reason, it was really hard to find a sweatshirt. You could find plenty of sweaters, but not sweatshirts. So I managed to find this one without a hood, just a plain gray one. Though it might be a little too big, I don't know. This is extra large. This was half off at $2.50. I don't know if it's been worn. Has it nice? Oh yeah, I guess it has. Extra grande from Russell. Oh, just a nice warm sweatshirt. And I only found one on the dollar rack. But this one has a hood. Oh, it's from Nike. Millbury Woods. I don't know. So I got that for him, but I'm not quite sure if that's going to be big enough or if he wants a hood. Oh, if he doesn't want it, I'll take it. So I did kind of score. So we'll see if he likes those. And the next two things are just things that are kind of cool. Even though it's like warm in here now. Especially in New England, we have like bipolar weather when the seasons change because they can't decide if it still wants to be summer, wants to be fall. So you're like freezing and sweltering at the same time. Anyway, the last couple things I got, I was just sort of looking around, and I just like the expression on this guy. This was 50 cents, never been opened. It'd be what, $3-4 normally. I just like the look. It looks like a little fun project to do. Oh, that's kind of cool. It's a little stiffer. The checkerboard background is counted for precise stitch placement. So it's basically cross stitch for stupids, but it's not like the Ida cloth. It's like a stiffer cloth. 12 mesh canvas. I don't think I've ever worked with that. Similar to like the rug hook type thing. But I just like the look on his face. It's just a very happy sun. So I might put him in like a frame. That's my general idea. So I might just bring this with me. Maybe I'll stick it in my purse and then I'll have it. Okay. Plan. And the last thing I got, I just sort of saw the box. I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool. And this was $2, and it was Avon Star Signs Sweet Honesty Cologne. And I'm like, that's kind of interesting. And it goes, the zodiac is an imaginary region of the heavens in which the principal planet travel. And we all know about the zodiac. But you think, astrology is like, okay, I'm this, that, and the other thing, but it's so freaking complicated. It's like, you have to know exactly when you've been born and what day on a, Tuesday on the 4th of July, and it's like, I was born on the 24th. That's all I know. And at night time, but I do not know the exact time. So I opened it up and found it happened to be Gemini. I'm like, yeah. And it's actually kind of an impressive little bottle. And I guess, do you get other labels? Nope. The label came separately, according to that, and you can stick whatever label you wanted, whatever your star sign was, or moon, planetary sign. May 21st to June 20th, so I'm just into Gemini. Ruled by the planet Mercury, you are imaginative, intellectual, and always on the go. Your versatile mind needs constant stimulation, which is why my brain is always going in 15,000 directions. You excel in the communications field. Words come out of my mouth, but I don't think it's communication. So, yes, I am the poster child for Gemini. So your label comes separately. Don't know what this stuff smells like, though. And it's in a full bottle, too. Probably smells like all the other Avon stuff. Yep. Kind of a milder version of your Avon. perfume, which all smells the same to me, regardless if it's like 100 years old or brand new. Kind of, it's that same smell, but it smells dusty, if that makes sense. Kind of, I don't know, like cleaning fluid somehow. It just smells dusty, like if you inhale the dust. Can't explain it any better than that. I don't know. But that's pretty nifty. I don't know if there's any particular special thing about that. Let's see. Impressed by this centuries-old art, Avon has created the Star Signs Decanter. It was especially designed so that you could apply your own astrological sign to that of a friend to his front panel. The sign you have selected, one of 12, is beautifully embossed metal, is packaged separately. Okay. Just wondering what year this came out of. Printed in USA. I don't know when this came out. Flammable, your unique decanter, blah 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 blah. Be nice if they put a date on their specialty stuff, but I don't see anything. No information that tells me. That was, I mean, I did not expect to actually open up and find Gemini, and that was like, okay, sure. So I shall put it in my collection of bottles. Nice to run over fast. Now I need to get my butt off, now that I got my video program fixed again, because I was, going to edit more videos, and every time I opened the system, or opened the program, the part that you actually view your video would get smaller and smaller, where it was literally that big. I'm like, how do you edit a video that huge? So, now that I got it fixed, gotta get my butt off, fix this last batch, and attempt to actually accomplish something. Do you agree? Like, yes, Mommy, you're always going away. Catherine says, thank you for watching. And comment, rate, do the thummy thing, and most of all, give me brain fart. Catherine says, do remember to comment, rate, share, and subscribe. There's always room for one more, at the Strange and Exotic. See you next time.